I mean, yeah, let's just be honest. Like, we just like between us both, let's just be honest. Is this really the right approach? Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. And today I just wanted to go over my latest video, and which is this one. And it got 2K views, which is for my 77 subscribers, like a lot, I would say. And I read all the comments, and some of the comments were really weird. Like even someone said like, my voice sucks or something, and I was kind of like taken aback because I was like, imagine I was like making a video about like specific topics, so I was kind of imagining people like to give me like arguments or whatever, which most of you did, and then someone just said your voice sucks. I was like, what? What does that have to do with the video? But yeah, I guess you didn't really like my voice for some reason. Um, and I appreciate all the answers and all the opinions that you gave me. And I can see that maybe I was taking it like maybe a little bit the wrong way. But at the same time, I also wanted to go over something that was kind of like troubling me at the moment, which is the apologetics movement, if you can call it that. So in Christian apologetics, we see more and more that it's more about truth than love. It's more about how can I destroy this person, how can I destroy that person, how can I cook this person and stuff. And it's like, that's not the point, Obviously, it's the point to like, we are called to bring clarity through arguments also. So that is one thing we have to do. But I feel like a lot of us, we don't really pay too much attention about loving the person anymore. And through my search for true Christianity, because I really wanted to know what is true Christianity, how does it look like, and I was looking through denominations or everything, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's Orthodoxy, or oh, it's Catholicism. And while I do think that both of these, they have good arguments, I realized what true Christianity actually is, and I'm gonna show you right now. Bum. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. And the neighbor also involves enemies. So translation, love everyone. Love God and love everyone. And I feel like, I'm not saying that we have to do this perfectly, or we have to like, like if someone doesn't sound loving, that all of a sudden like he's not a true Christian anymore, but it's like about the direction that we should go. And I'm gonna show you an example of what I think goes way too far. So there you have it. I know, and before I say anything, I know God Logic is a very good and intelligent person, and a lot of times how he approaches things, I actually agree with it. But when it comes to these like thumbnails, I mean, yeah, let's just be honest. Like, we just like between us both, let's just be honest. Is this really the right approach? I mean, I don't know what kind of prompt you used, but that I think that crosses the line, because how is this gonna draw me closer to this? How? The answer is, it's not gonna do it. It's for the thumbnail, for the clickbait, for the drama. I get it, but as Christians, we have to be careful not to cross the line of mocking the actual person. I think it's fine to mock an idea, right? But or like, we all know that Islam is evil, Islam is false, just like every other religion and philosophy. But when it comes to attacking the person itself and hating the person itself, like, make no mistake, this is actually something huge. We as Christians, we have to be careful to not fall into the trap of hating someone else, the person. We have to separate the person and the sin. We do that with everything. We do that when we talk about homosexuality, because that is very prominent. And we have to do it with everything else. And that also, yes, that also goes for terrorists, pedophiles, and whatever. And like I said, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. You have to love everyone so deeply. That's not what I'm saying. But the direction should be there. You have to be willing to actually engage in this commandment. These are the most important commandments, and this is what true Christianity looks like. And yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say. Until the next video. God bless you guys.